it was pretty much a one-sided game tonight. Kind of the story of a lot of games we've had this year. We just gave up home runs, on defense and didn't hit any on offense. The Cade Anderson is what they look like, first-round picks, and he kind of dazzled us tonight, mixing his pitches and struck out several batters. We had a couple opportunities, just couldn't capitalize on it. You're not going to get a lot of opportunities against a guy like him. He walked 2 in his last inning, but typically he's not going to give you a lot of free passes. We had a couple opportunities, didn't cash in, and then they hit 3 home runs that accounted for much of their scoring. So it was pretty much a story of the game.
Just a generic one for tomorrow, but Dylan Eskew as you were planning, or someone else?
Yeah, no, Dylan will be pitching.
Yeah, you mentioned Anderson doesn't give away anything. Was there anything in particular that was giving y'all more problems than anything else?
He's just really good, John. Obviously I know the kid well. I recruited him to LSU when he was a 10th grader, and you just look at what he's done this year for their team. He's been one of the top pitchers in the conference and therefore in the country, and he's a for sure first-round pick. He just, he threw 94, had a really good 2 good breaking balls, and he just doesn't walk anybody, makes you hit the ball, and they made all the plays, and consequently, they shut us down offensively, and conversely, we gave up the 3 home runs. We walked I don't know how many batters, 7, 8, 9 batters, and hit by pitch, at least 1 I know. Hit 1, so 10 free passes, and that's a formula for not having a very good night. So wasn't our night tonight.
There have been a couple of games with Jake this year where he's kept his walk total kind of under control, but a lot of times, he's either walked too many or hit too many. Have y'all been able to pinpoint like what's going on there? Is it more of a mechanical thing going on with him, or is it sometimes a mental thing? How do you just kind of assess where?
I don't know, John. It's every individual is different. He's a young kid with a good arm, and sometimes it's just hard for him to corral it. And it's not even just the walks. He falls behind in the count so often, and then he has to lay one in there. And I think at least 1 home run was on a 3-1 count. I can't remember what the count was on the other one he gave up. But, he just falls behind. I don't think he had a clean inning in his 5 innings. He had 3 shutout innings, but we were able to get out of jams. I mean, it was never a 1, 2, 3 innings. So he's got to grow and get better as he goes on. He's got talent. He's got the arm. He's a good athlete. And he's just got to learn to corral it a little bit more. Just hopefully that comes with maturity and experience.
Would a win tomorrow, winning the series over the number 1 team in the country, would it, even though it's not going to impact anything in the standings or anything like that, would it just mean a little something to get going tomorrow?
Sure, it would. Oh, yeah. But, we got a tough challenge tomorrow. Their starting pitcher tomorrow is as good as Cade is. It's just right-handed, but look at his statistics are very similar to Cade's. Averages almost 2 strikeouts an inning, I think. So we got a tough challenge ahead of us, and Dylan will have to be at his very best. And but if somehow we can pull it off, it would be wonderful. To win a series against the number 1 team in the country, it would assure us of a above 500 season. I know those seem like small accomplishments, but we're gonna come out tomorrow and give it our all. Okay, thank you.